Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup this evening and I'm joined by...
Mark. Rob from the Court of the New.
And we've just finished playing Doom. This is a Fantasy Flight big box game by Jonathan Ying. And if you are familiar with the computer game, it's basically that. You're sort of running around on the map. It's scenario based. The heroes here are trying to kill all the demons that keep spawning. It's a sort of futuristic sci-fi setting. And you start at one end of the map, and we're trying to make our way in this particular scenario through different corridors, and we're trying to complete objectives. There are these objective tokens here, and you sort of take actions next to them to complete them. And you can't cover this. This is sort of blocked off, so it is actually a sort of long, winding route you've got to make your way through to get to the final objective token here. And an interesting thing is that when you die, you just sort of immediately respawn on these respawn points. And one of the things you're trying to do as you go through is unlock them. So to start with, you can't respawn here. You've got to get to this point, then you unlock it. So you're kind of gradually advancing your way through, trying to complete the objectives. And that works pretty well. The way you actually play the game is you have a hand of cards like this. And there's a sort of limited deck building element to it. So you play your cards, discard them, and then reshuffle your deck and draw some more each turn. And each card, when you play it, will do a number of different things. So this one gives you a certain amount of speed, and it's a gun, so it will shoot. This tells you which dice you're rolling. You roll the red and the black dice. And the dice, when you roll them, just give you hits on the monsters. The defense works. If they're attacking you or you're attacking them, you're drawing from a deck, and each of these cards that you can use for other things will have shields at the top right that block the hit. So it's pretty straightforward. You roll your attack dice to hit them. If they get the shield, it blocks it. Otherwise, it does damage. If you do enough damage, you kill the monsters. But most of these cards have also got special abilities on. So, for example, this shotgun card, if you shoot them with your shotgun, you have another one in your hand, you can play another shotgun immediately and kind of double barrel them, as it were, to take them out. So it's a little bit fiddly with some of the rules. There's quite a lot of tokens to the game, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fairly straightforward. All right, Mark, thoughts?
Yeah, it's very much the evolution of the Doom Descent, Imperial Assault back to Doom again, but with a bit of deck building-ish to make it different. It's fairly quick. They say it's fairly, once you know what you're doing, it's probably simpler than those, actually, I'd say. Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's just meant to be relatively quick, not relatively tactical as opposed to strategic. I think it's just run and gun. It seems like with the movement, it's much more fluid, as in you've just got some movement points, spend them as you wish to during your go. So you don't. It's just meant to be quick, or relatively quick compared to those. There's no campaign also. It's really just like one-off scenarios. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you've played any of the other listed previously, you'll kind of know what it's like. It's just a bit of a twist on those.
All right, thanks. Rob?
Yeah, I prefer this to the other games in the sort of series. Addition of deck building is really, really good. The only thing I miss is the two-hit roll. Yeah, for range that's on the Imperial Assault and the others. Because I like damage and two-hit to be a different roll.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, I really like it.
Okay, rating out of 10?
6, which is good for me.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, about 6.5, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mark nailed it, really. It does feel like a lighter version of those other kinds, you know, your Descent and Imperial Assault style games from Fantasy Flight. Although in theory there's a theme here, it feels fairly themeless to me, I have to say. They're kind of fairly generic demons. The models, the miniatures look great. I have to say they do look really nice. But the heroes, for example, they're named Alpha, Bravo, Charlie and Delta, I think. They're sort of anonymous Marines that you just sort of take through this sci-fi complex. And yeah, it's just a bit of fun. You roll some dice and plough through. As Mark said, not a lot of strategy. So it's okay. I don't know that I'd be that bothered to play it again. So nice combinations of different mechanics though. And it certainly plays fairly smoothly. I think I'd be on 6 out of 10 as well. All right, thanks very much. That was Doom.